Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news update and information with a video on the 2024 Ford Edge. So we are going through, we're doing what we call our complete guide videos where we cover all the standard equipment plus the different options that are available in standalone options in all one video. We call them, of course, our complete guide. We're doing this on the ST line. We have worked our way through the edges and have come to the ST line. So this, and we're going to go through that. We're going to be very extensive. If you like videos like this or like to stay updated on Ford news information, or even check out our live stream and podcast, you'll like our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified next time another video uploaded to the YouTube channel. So we're going to dive in. This is going to be a very long video, as I mentioned. Use the timestamps down below to move around in the video. So you can see the mechanical, exterior, interior, safety features for the standard equipment, and then also those different packages and standalone options for those timestamps. Also, don't forget the 2024 Ford Edge order banks are open up right now. This is the last year for the Ford Edge. It is going to be what they call sunsetting, which means they're going to discontinue it after the 2024 model year. So if you're wanting that Ford Edge, this is the last opportunity for you to get that. So hopefully the ST line will fit your wants and needs for a vehicle. If not, check out our other different trim lines and see if they will work as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to, if you're wanting to order, find your good local dealership and such. But if you want to order from McArthur, we are accepting orders. We do have a YouTube special. Check out for more information about that, including our free shipping. At the end of the video, under the conclusion section, we talk a little bit about it there. So, all right, let's dive in and get you all the good details of this. So we are going to use Ford's website now. So we'll pull this up here. Let me just go into this. So going to Ford.com. Now, Ford, under the shop, build and price, we're kind of going to go through some of this. And yes, you could do this on your own, except for our information is for the 24 model year. This is actually 2023. They do not have the build and price up on Ford's website for 2024 Ford Edge yet. Not sure why, but they haven't. We have talked about the SE, the SEL, and now we're going to come to the ST line. And as we do this, we were going to keep you updated on the pricing for this year. So if there's any pricing changes, we're going to let you know that. And to start off with, ST line base price last year was $43,100. This year is $43,620. So it's gone up just $520. Not that much of a price increase, but it's gone up just a little bit. We'll keep those prices off to the side so we can keep you updated as we go through different packages and the price difference. We're going to click start our build here. They did not make any changes from 23 to 24. It's almost like an extended year. Typically, we'll see something new, but since this is the last year, they've kept everything the same from last year. This year, I did not do one of these videos last year, and you can go through the build and price yourself and get some information. But even if you go back to the model and you look at the details on here, we're going to cover a lot more details than what Ford has in here. We have a lot more than that for exterior features. I can tell you that we're going to cover. So we go a little more in depth than Ford does for theirs. And so that's why these videos hopefully will be very valuable to you. And you'll see that later. We'll get to the different packages as well. So starting with mechanical features first, we're going to go to powertrain here and go over these. Of course, this in here, only available in all-wheel drive on all the edges. So there's no other option there for you. So all-wheel drive, which is a great feature to have. Also, the only engine available is the 2.0-liter EcoBoost engine. So that engine as well, paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission too. So those are all the same as they were for the SE and the SEL trim levels. We do have auto start-stop technology. Come to stoplight, stop sign. Press that brake, it's going to shut the vehicle off. You let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. That is something you can activate and deactivate for each engine cycle right there. So intelligent all-wheel drive system, as I mentioned already, is included in this. Electric brake force distribution there. Torque vectoring control as well to help you keep you going in the direction you want with all the power going where it needs to. You do have the hill start assist as well that allows you, if you're on a hill, to start the vehicle without it drifting back. And we do have the electric power assist steering. That's at EPAS. So what's great is having that electrically controlled makes it a little bit easier as you're turning on going slower speeds and such, so that you can turn on those tight parking spaces, as well as on the highway. It's not going to push it from side to side either. So, all right, moving to some of the exterior features here. We'll cover these and we'll go through here. We do have for the headlights, you have bi LED low and high beam headlights. So, which is a great having the LEDs there for that. Also, LED signature lighting with the dark bezels. So you're going to have that's going to come across above those headlights. Also, automatic headlights, which means when you have an automatic setting, they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. We also have courtesy delay wiper activated headlights. So when you have the wipers turned on, the headlights will come on as well. Fog lights are going to be standard equipment on the ST line. So you're going to see those down there. They are with a nice satin aluminum bezel in there. I believe I actually pulled this over from another model. I think actually it's going to be black bezel down in there. We do have the auto high beams as well. So they'll come on automatically when it gets dark. Or when it's dark outside, they'll come on automatically. If you're in the city lights or a car approaches you, it'll automatically shut them off. Automatic high beams can be activated and deactivated in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. Also, LED configurable daytime running lights as well. I believe your signature lighting will be the ones that'll be your configurable daytime running lights. So, a lot of features that go on with those headlights. We also do for the grill is going to be a little bit different style grill. So it does have a black mesh grill here with kind of the floating Ford emblem in there. So that gives it a nice sport look. Body colored bumpers throughout here as well. And then the lower fascia is a gloss black. So you can kind of see it's a different design than the other ones. And you're going to have a black accent right there on both sides, body colored on both sides there. And then you're going to see kind of a black mesh there. Also, within that, you're going to see the active grill shutters that opens and closes when it needs to, allow for airflow in when it needs it to help cool that engine off. Laminated windshield, 2 pieces of glass with plastic in between, kind of helps keep that, adhere that together if like something comes in and hits the windshield. Also, it's going to make it a little bit quieter on the highway because it has thicker glass there too. For your wheels, it is a 20-inch premium gloss black painted alloy wheel. So I haven't seen that wheel on any of the other vehicles yet, and 20 inches is a pretty good size. The tires are 245 50 R20 all-season tire. Individual tire pressure monitoring system for all 4 of those as well. 4-wheel disc brake with ABS too. And you do get the ST badging. So we're going to move over here to the side. Kind of see it right there. There's an ST line badging. It's going to be on that fender there. For your mirrors, it's going to be power and heat feature for your mirror. Manual fold feature, body colored mirror caps up here as well. You will get the Bliss with cross traffic alert. So that's your blind spot information system. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to get in that lane at that time. Cross traffic alert. If you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. Uses those same sensors to alert you. Series of tones you need to stop and look before you back up. Also puts a message in the productivity screen through that steering wheel as well. And it will also light up the light on the mirror from the side they're on using those Bliss activation sensors and everything. We do have black beltline molding. You're going to see it coming across there and up around to give, again, that sport look instead of any kind of chrome and such like that. We do have body colored door handles as well. And the lower cladding is also going to be body colored. So going to give it more of a sport look that way. We do have the intelligent access, allows you to put your hands in the with your key fob in your pocket, put your hands in the door handle. It's automatically unlock the vehicle, allow you to get in and out, even start the vehicle without having to get the keys out of your pocket. And even when you get out, you can just press the ridges on the door and it's going to lock the vehicle up. So keyless entry as well with the global open for the front windows, which allows for just that heat to kind of get out of the vehicle. If you're like outside and it's a hot day, you don't want to get in that hot car. You can actually roll those windows down using the remote. You just hit the unlock once and hit it and hold it for about 5 seconds, and then they'll go down. The reason it's that long is because if you accidentally were to do it, your key in your pocket, they don't want you to have your windows rolled down and you not know it and not realize it. Also, you get remote start system on the remote too. I'll tell you another way you can remote start the vehicle using the app, but it does take longer. This is a quicker way of remote starting the vehicle. You also get secure lock, passive, and the theft system. So that means only the coded key that's in the vehicle for the push button start will be allowed to start the vehicle. And then the perimeter alarm as well. When you have the vehicle locked, it's going to help protect the vehicle. If someone tries to get into the vehicle, open the doors, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights, and everything like that. And then this have the easy fuel capless filler door. So get this side right there. So just push that door open, opens it up, no cap on that to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just fill it up and then put the nozzle away and shut that door when you're done. Also, privacy glass does for the second row and the rear glass. So just makes it a little bit cooler for everybody inside the vehicle and just looks nicer on the vehicle. Speaking of the back of the vehicle, we do have the body colored rear spoiler, center mounted stoplight up here, your third brake light. We do have a rear defrost with washer and rear wiper as well back there. LED tail lights with the amber turn signals, and it does have the intelligent three blink turn signal. So like if you have it, you just kind of soft press it up for turning. Then when you want to just switch lanes, it's going to do 3 blinks and then go off, which comes in handy when you're switching lanes. Stline applique is should be on the back of the lift gate. Don't see it here. I believe it's down in the corner there. You'll have the Stline applique. Rear view camera includes a camera washer, so you can be able to see as you're backing up. Also get the rear parking sensors that are located here on the bumper that are body colored, by the way. And that way it alerts you if you get too close to anything. So sport bumpers, as you can see, a little bit different look. Black on the back, on the lower part of that lower fascia there. Dual exhaust, as you can see, that comes out. Looks a lot better with the tips there. And we do have power lift gate here, so you can press that button under there. It'll open up for you. Also use your remote as well to get into it. You will get a tire inflator and sealant kit. That's standard equipment. We'll talk about optional. There is an option for a mini spare. We'll get to that, but it will cost you extra for that. Cargo management system. So inside you can manage your cargo a little bit. There's some storage areas, and underneath around the fuel, tire, and inflator kit, there's compartments to be able to put things in there if you need to stow them underneath the floor. Rear cargo area tie downs as well. And there's a power point in the back of the cargo area back there too. Now, moving to the interior, we do have carpeted mats front and rear with accent edging for these. You can kind of it's kind of showing a picture of that right here on those. So kind of have that red accent. So red and the black seems to be kind of the sport look to it. So you're going to see some of that come through in the interior. Illuminated entry with a courtesy lamp delay. Door seal scuff plates for the front only. That means those are just scuff plates when you're getting in. That has it. They're kind of molded in black color there. Now for the front console surface area that's up in here, that's going to be the very dark Paragon color there. The instrument panel applique as well is going to be that same color, so that way it matches your accents around your vents. That's going to be silver twilight like it is on all the other ones. And then your door inserts, go back to that, is right in here is going to have some red stitching in there as well. So it's hard to kind of see that there. If we go to this 360, we might be able to get a better view of that. There you go. Red stitching through there and all on the armrest as well. You see it on the seats, which we're going to talk about in a second. Center console as well. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to make you dizzy there. Center console with the red stitching on it too. You can kind of see that theme coming through. Rotary dial shifter knob there. So we'll talk into some productivity and some connectivities and such in a second. There's where your emergency parking brake is there and such. All right. And let's see. On behind the console or inside the console, you're going to have a power point. And then behind it, you'll have an outlet in there as well for you that they can use in the back. We do have for the seating configuration is going to be the Active X seating with the Miko inserts. So nice design there. Front bucket seats, 8-way power driver seat, forward and back, up and down, tilt and power lumbar and power recline. 4-way power passenger seat, forward and back, up and down, manual recline, and no lumbar for that seat. You do have heated front seats, so the driver and front passenger will have heated seat. Second row back here is a 60/40 split bench seat. It's an easy fold, which means that in the back, there are some buttons in the back. If you're in the cargo area, you need to lay those seats down, press a button, it releases it. So it's not a power, but it's a release. So you just press a button, and with gravity, that seat will go down for you. And you have a 60/40, so you can do one side or the other or both. And then also those seat backs can recline back as well. There's levers over in here, I believe, for that too. The headrests go up and down for you. You do have an armrest that flips down. And this does have the latch system that lower anchors and tethers for children. So those outbound seats, whether it be a rear or front-facing car seats, can be bolstered and harnessed into those. Now, for your windows, it does have power windows, one touch up and down. So you just hard press. If you just press it down until you feel it kind of that hard click, then that means you just do that, let go, and they're going to go down their own, coming up the same way. Pull it up until you feel that click. And then the door locks, of course, power locks with the auto unlock and lock. So once you get started going, it'll automatically start lock the vehicle. And then when you open that, when you shut the vehicle off, then it'll unlock the vehicle. And you can program in the lock setting how you want that. Also, rear child safety locks. So those back doors, if you want to lock them out so kids can't open them when you have the vehicle unlocked, then they can't open and get out of the vehicle. Now you'll notice down here the pedals are unique. They have a kind of metallic foot pedal, so it's kind of a sport pedal look to it and feel. The steering wheel is a manual tilt and telescoping, so pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back for you. It is a leather wrapped steering wheel with the red stitching on that as well. Again, that theme coming through there. The steering wheel itself will have two D-pads on the both sides here at the top for the two productivity screens. They're 4.2-inch LCD or color LCD screens for you. I think one on the right will control most of the screen settings, navigation, some of those other things. The one on the left will be your other settings that you want to see, your trip, odometer, compass, that kind of stuff over there. And then you will have cruise control on the steering wheel and audio controls. So one side's cruise and one's audio. So you'll have the traditional cruise control there as well. Push button start located right under that vent beside the left side of the screen there. And climate control will be a dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger can have two different temperatures. And you will get floor vents for the second row, so vents underneath the seats for them to feel that air coming out, as well as there's adjustable rear console vents on the back side of those consoles too. For the audio system, it is a 6-speaker audio sound system, AM/FM, MP3 player, Sirius XM satellite with 360L. You'll get 3-month subscription with that, and then you don't have to pay for anything over that. Of course, excludes Hawaii and Alaska. I'm going to start mentioning that in most of the videos now. So you're going to have all that capability, and you'll have some plugins there for the stereo, because you have a USB type A and C that when you plug them in, you can use your phone through that. Let's get into that. Actually, talk about the Sync 4A. So that is the new upgraded Sync 4 with over-the-air updates, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or you can plug your phone in if you want. I found, even though I have the wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, if I'm using the nav, it tends to take the power of my phone more. So I do plug mine in for that reason. 911 assist as well. Digital owner's manual, adaptive dash guards that are located right there in the middle. So you can kind of just have things quick at hand that you use frequently right there. And conversational voice commands as well. So you can say, okay, Ford, and it'll listen for voice commands like to change the station or for navigation and such. So or to make a phone call, instead of having to press a button on the steering wheel for that, which is kind of nice. Ford Pass Connect as well allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download. You can unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times if you want that warmed up in the wintertime. You can do that. Also, locate your vehicle, see the fuel, the amount of fuel you have in the vehicle, or the tire pressure in your tires, all throughout that app. So, pretty handy app for you to download. Make sure you want to do that. So, up here, auto dimming rear view mirror. So I'll go to 360 view. No lever to worry about. Automatically dims it. Cars come up behind you, those bright lights. Illuminated vanity visor mirrors. So that means you can flip these down. Behind it will be a little door. Open that up, lights up for a mirror on both the driver and front passenger visors. You'll notice on the driver's side, you have a universal garage door opener with 3 transmitters there. And sunglass holder as well up here in the overhead storage bin. Lights here for interior lights so you can control right there. And then media hub area, nice big open area, wireless charging pad down in there so you can wirelessly charge your phone. And then storage compartments. Don't forget to get the glove box, the console area. There's also a spot right here, open area. PowerPoint there as well. So PowerPoint there, as well as behind, as well as in the console, I believe, in the rear cargo area. There you go. I think that's all covered that. All right, now let's talk about some of the safety features here. So on this, these are pretty much all the same safety features we've already seen on the SE and SEL. If you've been following along on those videos, you can skip, use the next timestamp to move forward. But if you're not, this is the first one you're watching, you want to get this information, let's go through this. You do get advanced track with roll stability control and curve control. So a point of that is to try to keep you on your intended path. So going maybe curve too fast, maybe it's slick out, that kind of thing. It doesn't want the vehicle to roll over. Use a series of brakes to help keep you on that intended path. Airbags. Driver and front passenger will have a dual stage airbag. So deploys a different size airbag depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. There is a driver knee airbag that comes down from that steering column. There's also a glove box integrated knee airbag for the passenger as well. We do have front row side seat impact airbags. So if there's someone hits you in that A or B pillar, it's going to deploy that airbag to help protect those in the front seats. We also do have the first and second row safety canopy airbags that deploys down from the ceiling roof line with a rollover sensor. So if the vehicle is going to roll over, it's going to deploy that. So hopefully that breaking glass will not come in and hurt anybody inside the vehicle. Now, for collisions, speaking of that, pre-collision assist with an automatic emergency braking. So this is going to have forward collision warning. So if there's someone going slower than you, it's going to alert you and let you know that. If there's a pedestrian in the road, the same way, it lets you know that. And then it even preloads those brakes and warns you so that you can stop in time to help avoid from any accident. Now, if you do get an accident, you do have post-collision braking, which will brake the vehicle. Post-collision, pretty self-explanatory there. We do have SOS post-crash alert system. That'll honk the horns, flash the lights if you are in an accident off the side of the road so people know that you need help. And lastly, you do have the lane keeping system. So that gives you the driver alert feature. That means if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often, it's going to alert you and let you know that you're doing that. Also, and something both all these are things you can activate and deactivate as well. And then the lane keeping aid and alert system, the alert system will allow you to leave your lane, but when you go over those lines, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. Whereas the assist feature will help keep you in your lane. So that's all of our safety features and concludes all of our standard, except I want to go back and let's cover the colors options for us here. So going with the paint up here. All the same colors that we did have last year. So this one here, a gate black is available. The burgundy velvet is an extra $4.95. That is like a tinted clear coat, and it is actually a little darker than that, by the way. We do have I think is that stone? No, Atlas blue. Nice color with the black wheels. We also do have I think this is rapid red tinted clear coat. That is $4.95 for any of those tinted clear coats. I believe this is Oxford white. No, this is Star white. Now this is $1,000 because it's 3 coats of paint. That is a tri-coat. I wish they put all the wording out there. That is a tri-coat. 3 different colors to give you the sparkle and the color through that. It looks really pretty. And then we do have iconic silver, carbonized gray, and stone blue, which also costs extra. That is $4.95 because that is a tinted clear coat as well. So there you go. Some options there for you for colors. Go ahead and go back to that silver for the rest of the video. That's where we are at. So those are colors. Now, interior. Let's go to interior color. Only one interior color available, and that's the ebony, because this is your sport trim of all the vehicles. They're going to go with the black with the red stitching. So that is your only option for color interior here on this particular vehicle. All right, now let's get into some different packages available. Now going up here, we do have a couple packages available. Let's talk about, first I want to talk about the Copilot 360 Assist Plus package. And let's double check that price, $11.95 last year. That package is, if I can find it here, is $7.75 this year. So there are some things I think maybe included last year, but that package is now cheaper. I've never really seen that happen, but it's cheaper this year than last year. And so let's go over some of the features included in this package. You do get the adaptive cruise control with stop and go and lane centering. That's the big part of this package. So that allows you can kind of see the image there that if you're coming up behind somebody they're going slower than you, it's going to slow you down to go their speed if you're not able to go around them. And even if they come to a complete stop, you will as well. They start going, you'll go. That's the stop and go feature of that. And then lane centering keeps you in the center of that lane. So that way you won't get close to the line. So it makes it a little bit easier on driving. Maybe, I actually like to use this sometimes and allow it to just drive me on some of those curves. So that way you're not having to, work so hard there while you're driving. Makes it a much enjoyable drive. You do have evasive steering assist as well. So if you can't stop in time, or you need to avoid that vehicle, and maybe there's nobody in that left lane or something, then you can go around them that way and avoid them. It'll help assist in that steering, so it can be done a lot easier. Because usually when you're braking and such, that doesn't happen. So evasive steering assist will work there. And the navigation system, you do get connected navigation. You get 1 year of service of connected nav included in this. And I think the reason this is cheaper than it was last year is last year it included, as you can see on there, 3 years of service. This year you're getting 1 year of connectivity. I think actually in the other videos I mentioned 3 years. So anyway, it's 1 year, and that's why the difference in why it's cheaper. So Ford's actually going to 1 year in 2024 on those instead of 3 years of service. So that is what you're also getting with this as well. So again, that is available for you, and is like, what did I just say, 775 this year. Now let's talk about the trailer class 2 trailer tow package with trailer sway control. 435 last year, and it is 435 this year as well. Of course, you're going to get all-wheel drive as standard equipment. With this, you're going to get select shift capabilities with the paddle shifters on the steering wheel, so you can shift it up and down, put it in that manual mode. Of course, you also get the hitch and the 4-pin wiring and the trailer sway control as well included in that too. So a lot of good features there. So if you plan to tow with that vehicle, you want to make sure you get this package. Or if you just want a hitch to pull like bikes or something, you will need to get that hitch as well. So all right, the other package is the cargo accessory package. It is $290 last year, and it is $290 this year as well. That's going to give you the retractable cargo cover. That's right here. That'll come in. You can take that out as well, out of the vehicle if you don't use it all the time. But it allows you to retract it so people can't see what belongings you have inside there. And the back one sits along the back seat there. And then you also get the cargo mat, as you can see right here as well. And then I'm actually going to highlight this because you can't see the last feature, which is the rear bumper protector. So if we move out of that, we added that. It doesn't actually show us an image. Let's see if we go to a different angle, if it shows us the image. So I did this on the last vehicle, and it actually showed it, and it is not on this one. So right back here is going to actually put a rubberized covering over that area right there to protect it from dropping things as you load them into the vehicle. So those are our 3 packages that I wanted to cover. I'm actually going to highlight and cross out some of these since we've covered those. And I want to make sure we cover. Now we're going to go into some standard or standalone options, I should say. And so let's kind of talk about these, and we'll go through these as we go through the exterior features. So exterior down here. Only 1 wheel and tire option available on this vehicle. Some of these are dealer installed options. We'll talk about those separately. So factory installed option, 165 for the black side rails. So if you want that, you can see what that image looks like right there. It's going to give you those side rails on there. So 165, I believe that's the same price. 165 this year as well, if I can find it. I'm just overlooking. But yes, I believe it is the same price this year as well, 165 for that too. And then available in black. So there you go. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there, 165. So you have that as an option, standalone option for you. And then also you do have down here, mini spare. So I mentioned earlier it was an option, $100 if you want that. Same price this year as well for the mini spare, $100. If you want to add that, does replace the tire inflator and sealant kit, by the way. Dealer installed option, engine block heater. So that is also an option for you if you want to add that. Live in a cold weather state, you need to have it plugged in so it'll start quicker in the wintertime. That's the way to go. It is $90 this year as well. Moving down, that's all the exterior features. Talk about some of the interior features. Panoramic Vista roof is available, $15.95 last year, and the same $15.95 this year. You can see it gives you the nice roof here, 2 pieces of glass. One of them will open up, and a power sunshade that also covers that up. Do keep in mind, if you do get this, you cannot get the side rails. So you can only get, they cannot be put together because it does replace the roof with a glass roof with that. So there you go. It'll replace it with a glass roof there. Let's go ahead and select that so you can kind of see it. There you go. That's why you can't have the roof rack side rails, because it replaces that roof. So, so that's available as well. Cross that off. And then moving down, again, some of these are dealer installed options. Floor liners, that's a factory installed option. They'll put it in your vehicle. It is $200. It comes with the carpeted mats because you get some specialized mats with the ST line with the red stitching around the outside of those. They're going to give you floor liners as well. So they'll always give you any of those custom nice mats. So you can get the floor mats. It's $200 this year as well as it was last year. So that's considered an accessory, but it will be put on the vehicle at the factory. Cargo net is also included, and it gives you the netting. You kind of see an image of that. So $50 last year as well as $50 this year, and it kind of just allows you to use those tie downs so that way things don't roll around inside the cargo area. So if you want that, that is also something that they would throw in it at the factory before shipping it to you, to the dealer. Heated steering wheel, also something that just shows you a picture of a steering wheel, but gives you the heated steering wheel as well. So if you want the heated steering wheel, that is a standalone option. I do like that they allow for that to be a standalone option on these vehicles, unlike some other vehicles. And it was $350 last year. It's $350 this year as well. A lot of these have not gone up in price, but that's also available too. And that's a dealer installed option we'll talk about. So there you go. That's all. And the only other standalone option that's on there that's not listed is the front license plate bracket. And that's because some states require front license plate. It's standard equipment, which is why it's not listed in here. But if you live in a state like Kansas that it's not required, then you'd want to add it to your order if you want it. Like if you want to put something customized on the front, you want to add it. It is a no charge option if you add it on your build, because then the dealer is required to put it on your vehicle. If you decide to get it later, the dealership would probably charge you for the license plate bracket and the install fee as well. So, all right, talk about some dealer installed options now, because these are a little bit different pricing last year. Let me get my sheet out here for us. Go through these. So go back up to the exterior features, and we'll go through those, which ones those are. Roadside assistance kit. As you can see there, includes all those things for if you're off the side of the road, jumper cables and such. It goes in a nice bag to kind of keep those. Even has some Band-Aids and such like that. Some kind of a first aid kit / recovery kit and such. So that's nice to look at. You can get this through Ford Accessories. In fact, there's several of these that I would recommend you get through Ford Accessories instead of with your build. So that way, the less of these types of things that they need supplies on in hand to schedule your build, the harder it's going to be for yours to get scheduled. But on the edge, you shouldn't have an issue. But just in case, I would get like this and some of these other things from Ford Accessories instead. So Yakima, the cross, sorry, I was just thinking I said that wrong. The cross rail crossbars, it says they're silver on this. And this in here is, it says 830. It's 830 this year as well. And by the way, the roadside assistance kit is also 70 this year. But if you want that's not showing an image of it, but it'll go on those those side rails. It would require the side rails. It wouldn't be available with the moonroof or the panoramic vista roof, I should say. But it's going to have the crossbars to go across. If you want to put some sort of rack system on there that Yakima has available, then allows you to be able to do that. And so you'd want to order this on your build. That I would probably order on it, and the dealership would put it on the vehicle, because that'd be a lot more expensive to ship that to your house. So I probably, this is a great way to get free shipping in a sense to the dealership and have them install it. And you don't have to worry about the hassle of doing that. Wheel locking lug nuts, that has gone up this year. That is, let me find those, $80 this year. And so it replaces one of your lug nuts from each of the wheels with the locking one. So people can't take those nice 20-inch black wheels there for you. All right, and so you can add that. So again, that should not hold up your build, and also kind of saves you on expense and a hassle of having to replace those yourself and put them on. The dealership would have to do that. Moving to the inch here, first aid kit is $50 this year as well. So this includes similar to the roadside assistance kit in the sense that it includes Band-Aids and such, but more first aid types of things, less roadside assistance types of things. But you can get that. It comes in a smaller case as well there. Moving down, we do have the cargo organizers. There's two of them. There's a large and a standard size. The standard size is $96 this year. The large one is $108, and it just kind of gives you an organizer that does fold up and can store it. You can see the buckles there. That allows you to put that. Hey, if you're going to the grocery store and getting some things We see this people using this for like when they take a trip to the Sam's Club and such. But you can use those as well. Those are two items that I would get through Ford Accessories. Same cost, you just have to pay for shipping, which shouldn't cost that much, but would save you from any hassle of possibly holding up your build. And also the cooler bag would be the same way. This is $41 this year, not 38, and that again you can get through Ford Accessories website too. So let's see what else we got down here. The console vault and coded lock. This might be something you might put on your build if you don't want to worry about installing it yourself. So $400, that's the same price this year. Yeah, $400 this year as well. You can see it has a special combination locking console, so you can put things in there, valuables, if you're afraid somebody might break into your vehicle or you're going to leave it unlocked. This allows you to lock those secured valuables in there, make sure people don't get them. A lot of people like to have maybe carry a gun or something. They're going camping or something, might want to do that just in case, and that's an option for you as well. So there you go. That is all of our standard and optional equipment on the ST line of the 2024 Ford Edge. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget, you can order a vehicle right now. Go to your local dealer, good local dealership. A couple things, 3 things you probably want to ask them. Make sure you get in writing from them when you're putting that order in. Just to make sure it kind of protects yourself. And one of them is, what are they going to price the vehicle to you, right? Ask them, are you doing MSRP? Are you going to mark it up? Are you going to add anything to that when it comes in, like a paint protection or, something like that require on any requirements that you put on vehicles? That's becoming a thing, it seems like nowadays. So you might want to, ask those questions when you put that order in. So you kind of know that and get that in writing, have them sign that order sheet. So when you order a vehicle, you have to sign an order sheet as well as a buyer's order. So make sure those things are in there and make sure, hey, this is what I'm paying when I come in. So, and which brings me to the second thing you asked about is about price protection. So, which means that whatever the price is right now, you're locked into that price by Ford. So they're saying, here's the price. If we raise the prices because of supply chains and everything, you're locked into that price. We are not going to make you pay that higher price when that vehicle comes in if it's gone up. Ford will reimburse the dealership the difference of that price increase. So you're still getting it for what it was when you ordered the vehicle, not what it is when it comes in. So some dealerships don't know how price protection works. I have graphics on this. I've done some videos on it. So make sure your dealership knows that too. And you might make sure they sign something as well. That's what that order sheet's for. And your buyer's orders to tie them to that pricing. And lastly is incentive lock, incentive protection. Does your dealership know how to do that as well? Which means that whatever the incentives are, rebates, interest rates through Ford Credit are available when you order your vehicle. You get those when that vehicle comes in. So you can look and see what's better when it comes to what the rebates are and incentives when it comes in, or what it was when you ordered the vehicle. So you get the benefit of that. And again, Ford locks that in as well. Incentive lock as well as price protection are 2 things that you'll need to make sure your dealership knows a little about how that all works, because Ford will honor that with the dealerships, for those dealerships to know how to do that. So, and if you want, we're taking orders. There are some great local dealerships. We even highlight them every week on our Good Dealer Highlight moment of our podcast. So there's a lot of good dealers out there. If you want to order through us, we gladly take your order. We'd be very honored to take your order. We do have a special YouTube offer. So if you want to order with us, you live out of state, we do a first $1,000 of the shipping costs would be covered if you finance a vehicle with us at standard rates. So we wouldn't be able to, this wouldn't be compatible with any of the Ford special rates I was just talking about. But if you want to do it that way and have it shipped to you, we can do that. Or if you want to fly up and take the vehicle, some people will actually say, hey, I want those incentives, and they can just fly in at their own expense, drive the vehicle home, and still get those special rates and everything. But that just allows you, if you want to work with us, you're able to do that. Or if you want to do the standard rates, then we can cover those travel expenses for your flight, gas back, and that kind of thing as well. So just a little special offer for you from me if you're wanting to do something like that too as well. So again, thank you for watching. This wasn't about us and buying a vehicle from us, because we know there's a lot of great dealers out there. Just find a good local dealership and order your vehicle with them, and so you can get your vehicle as quick as possible. So hopefully this video helped you out with that and give you some of those tips And thank you very much. We still have a couple more on the Edge line, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have that notification turned on as well, so you can be notified when those videos go live, as well as if you want to check us out. If you have an order put in or you plan to put one in, we cover constraints, commodities, any kind of things that might change in the ordering system in the meantime from when you put your order in. We cover that every Tuesday night on our live stream at 7 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. You can also listen to the podcast later on any different podcasting streaming platforms starting Wednesday morning. So you can definitely check that out. So also, if you mind, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.